What happens when a single name can shake up the digital charts, no, the search charts of South Korea? Imagine this. 2025 is drawing to a close. The K-pop world is sizzling with back-to-back comebacks, viral debuts, and rivalries that have us all streaming while holding our breath. But behind the scenes, there's a secret metric, a list that doesn't just measure popularity, but the hyper-fixation of netizens. Who are the idols most hunted by the eyes and fingertips of Korean netizens in the YouTube search bar? The official data has just been released, and the results are explosive. We're not just talking about trending anymore. We're talking about who makes netizens insatiably curious, whose name becomes a mantra typed over and over, whose online presence cannot be ignored, even if it's just through a search bar. And in the ocean of fifth-generation powerhouse names, there is one fact that made a fandom scream silently. One ranking that made us all say, wait, seriously? Get ready, because today we are going to dissect the list of the highest-ranked fifth-gen female idols on South Korean YouTube searches in 2025. And believe me, there are surprises, there is pride, there are slight shocks, and there is one name who, despite standing alone, successfully became a fortress for her group. Who is it? Don't skip this discussion. Hello, K-pop lovers! Welcome back to our channel, where data and fandom narratives come together in one engaging analysis. So, for those who might not be fully aware, YouTube searches are like the digital heartbeat of an idol. It's not just about views or likes, but about pure curiosity. People want to see the latest fan cams, special performances, variety content, or even rumors. This list is like the most honest snapshot. Who is currently the center of attention or controversy in Korea itself? 2025 has been a brutal year. The competition among fifth-gen female idols has reached peak intensity. Every group has its ace, its it girl, its member who can steal the spotlight in an instant. ILLIT with its futuristic AI concept, QWER with its unconventional rock energy, Kiss of Life with its chilling vocals, and of course, BABYMONSTER, whose journey from pre-debut to now has always been wrapped in narrative. Now, in this digital battlefield, whose ultimate bias managed to lead the search war? Whose name became the most wanted on Korean YouTube? Let's dive in and hold your breath, because the rankings might make your heartbeat unstable. Okay, let's start with some honorable mentions, or those on the list who deserve a special spotlight. At position number 37, we have Natty from Kiss of Life. This woman is living proof that talent never dies. From her time as a JYP trainee, to her solo debut, to now being a main vocal and center for Kiss of Life, Natty has a strong comeback queen aura. Her performances are highly sought after, especially when there's an ad-lib or high note that gives you chills. Korean netizens always seem curious, what more can Natty give us today? Moving up a bit, at number 26 is Hina from QWER, a visual like a fairy but with a voice and stage presence that absolutely rocks. Hina is an attention magnet, especially for those who like idols with a strong duality. One moment she can be innocent, the next she can be utterly girl crush. Her searches are surely driven by QWER's energetic live performances, and probably also her viral dance break fan cams. Now, let's enter the zone of ILLIT domination. Yes, this group is thriving in 2025. Look here, at number 48 is Minju, the visual with an elegant and mysterious aura. At number 41 is Mocha, the all-rounder with a smile that can melt anyone's heart. And the highest ranking from ILLIT? At number 22 is Monfi. Monfi has a unique charm, a blend of strength and softness. You must often see clips of her in shorts or on TikTok, right? It's completely understandable that she's the most searched ILLIT member. But before we get swept away by the ILLIT wave, there's another name at number 23, Chodon from QWER, the charismatic leader with a very distinctive vocal color. Chodon is the type of idol who, when she speaks up, people listen, so it's natural that netizens often search her speeches or moments of her leading the group. Now, let's pause for a moment. Did you notice? Out of all the names we've mentioned so far, from Natty, Hina, Minju, Mocha, Monfi, Chodon, they all are in groups. So then, where are the members of other major groups? Where are the it girls who are always in the headlines? This is the moment of truth that caused an uproar. At number 14, with a significant gap, appears Ahyeon from Hearts to Hearts. Ahyeon, an idol from a group that might still be under the radar for some, but her individual power is insane. This proves that sometimes one brightly shining star can attract attention before her group explodes. Ahyeon has that star quality that makes people wonder, who is this cool girl? And now, the moment all Ahyeon stans and BABYMONSTER fans, we call them BABYMONST and Ahumers, have been waiting for. In the middle of a list filled with group members who debuted together, among names backed by solid group fandoms, there is one name standing alone, one name representing her group in this search battle. At ranking number 24, Ahyeon from BABYMONSTER. Yes, Ahyeon made it on her own. This isn't just a number, this is a statement. Imagine the pressure she faces. BABYMONSTER, a group labeled monster rookies from the start with selected talented members. But on this list of 2025 Korean YouTube searches, Ahyeon is the only BABYMONSTER member to make it the top 50.
Let that sink in. She didn't just make it, she is at position 24, which, in terms of 5th-gen idol ranking, places her as the 4th highest among all 5th-generation female idols on this list, only surpassed by Ian, 14, Monfi, 22, and Chodan, 23. She surpassed so many big names from other groups. What does this mean? First, it's proof of Ahyeon's extraordinary individual power. Korean netizens are incredibly curious about her. They search for fan cams of her stable live vocals, moments of her dancing with sharp precision, her expressions that can shift from innocent to fierce in an instant. Ahyeon has the X factor that makes people want to know more. That's pure star power. Second, it also shows the focused loyalty and strength of Ahyeon's fandom. Ahumers are a dedicated fandom. They are the ones diligently searching for content about Ahyeon, advocating for her name on every platform. The result? Even without the boost of other group members trending on the same list, Ahyeon could solo carry BABYMONSTER's representation to the top charts. Third, this is a bit pointed, but must be acknowledged, it might also reflect the public attention that remains highly concentrated on Ahyeon following her past hiatus. Netizens' curiosity, support, and perhaps concern have all transformed into search numbers. Every update about her, no matter how small, instantly fuels the YouTube search column. So, on one hand, we see a brilliant personal victory for Ahyeon, but on the other, there are challenges and hopes for BABYMONSTER as a team. Why is only one name on the list? Is it because Ahyeon is truly an outlier in terms of public interest? Or is there another strategy behind the scenes? But everyone, don't get me wrong. This is not bad news. This is news that proves Ahyeon is an incredibly valuable strategic asset. She is a magnet, and in the K-pop industry, having one strong magnet is often a great starting point for drawing attention to the other members. So, after looking at this data, what can we conclude about the landscape of 5th-gen female idol power in 2025? First, it's the era of idols with prominent individual power. Groups are still important, but individual names have tremendous search appeal, as Ian and Ahyeon have proven. Second, consistency is key. Those on this list aren't there because of one viral moment, but because of consistent public curiosity, whether due to skill, visuals, or a compelling personality. Third, YouTube as a mirror of real popularity. Active searches show active interest, not passive viewing. This is more powerful. Now, specifically for Ahyeon and BABYMONSTER, this is a strong foundation. Imagine this. Ahyeon now has confirmed search power according to South Korean data itself. The next step? Transferring that energy to the whole group. How? Maybe by highlighting other members' performances more in official content. Maybe with subunit projects involving Ahyeon and other members.
Or perhaps with a comeback whose concept is truly stunning, where each member gets their own kill part moment that makes netizens immediately search for their names one by one. The potential is enormous. Ahyeon has opened the door. Now it's time for Baby Monster as a whole to step through and show the world why they are called monsters. So, K-pop fans everywhere, what is your reaction to seeing this list? Were you surprised Ahyeon is only at 24? Or are you proud she could carry the Baby Monster name alone? In your opinion, which other Baby Monster member will join the list next year? Chiquita, Rara, Farita, Ruka, Asa? Or were you more shocked by the high rankings of Ian and Monfi? Comment down below with all your thoughts and reactions. Let's discuss, because data may be numbers, but our interpretations and hopes are what make this community alive. Don't forget, if you enjoyed and gained insight from this discussion, please be sure to click the like button. Your like is the energy that drives us to cover other exciting data. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the latest K-pop analyses we present with all the narrative flair of a K-drama, but in data form. See you in the next discussion where we will break down another comeback that's shaking the industry. Stay awesome, stay loud, and keep supporting your bias. Goodbye.